Well, hey, we are in the top 8 here as it is. Thank you for sticking with us. It does seem as though the audience we started with is still with us, so I appreciate it. This is probably our highest number of people on a live episode, so we appreciate it. A lot of comments from you guys, so keep it up in the top 8 here. Fight for what you want. You can change our minds sometimes as we're reading your comments, so we appreciate it. Before we get into the top 8, tomorrow is Friday. We are releasing our finale to the top 2000s comedies, if I'm correct, right? Is that what's releasing tomorrow? Yeah, so. Why not?
I thought you were segueing into a Rebecca Black video.
No. Tomorrow is Friday, and it's very close to.
One more minute till the end of the night, but how could we end when it feels so right?
But it's we got some new music releasing tomorrow. It's the first time in a month that we have released a new song titled 1 Year in 10. So check it out on YouTube and Spotify tomorrow, along with our new episode of Top 2000s Comedies Finale. So if you like comedy from the 2000s, I think you'll be surprised by our winner. So check it out. It's a good one. But let's get into the top 8, guys. Next up, we do have Push It by Salt and Pepper versus Alone by Heart.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
What did we do to us?
I'm going to make it easy for you guys. I'm going with Alone by Heart. It's a song that I listened to a lot more than I did Salt and Pepper. For me, I was a TLC fan. I feel like I just didn't listen to a lot of Salt and Pepper. It wasn't because, I don't know, just is what it is. But Alone by Heart is a powerful song, so I'm going to go with it.
Yeah, on one hand, you've got Push It, that's super iconic. On the other hand, you have Alone, which is an amazing song. Like, Heart is like not just female, but like one of the greatest like rock bands of all time. Like, period. Like, I don't think anyone will argue that. So this is a pretty tough decision. I mean, if I'm going with my gut.
Oh man,
I don't know if I don't know.
Where you going with?
Oh, I don't know.
Say it.
I don't know.
Say
like if I'm going with my gut, it's Alone, which renders your vote useless.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably should have went. I don't know. I don't know where I would. Personal preference, I probably would Push It, but it was a tough call.
All right. Well, Alone is making it. So, Andy, you would have voted for Salt and Pepper. How do you feel about them? What's your thoughts?
They got pushed it out of the bracket.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't really.
Sorry for that joke,
out there
everyone.
Too.
Nope. Sorry.
There's a lot of fun facts about this one. So it wasn't even going to be the single. It was actually a B-side to another song. Yeah. This one just kind of took off because apparently I don't even know why originally, but it basically was played. You know, usually a lot of times the B-sides, somebody at the radio station would go, "What's on this side?" and they'd play it, and it took off. So a lot of samples on this one. So You Really Got Me by the Kinks was sampled on there. The whole Push It thing was a recording by a band called Coal Kitchen. It's literally like the first thing that they say in the song is push it. It's like that's what it is.
That song's great, by the way. I went back and listened to that song. I listened to it like 3 times in a row. That song is awesome.
Yeah. This song got a lot of I guess flack because they thought a lot of people thought it was a sexual reference when really it was more about dancing. And Salt and Pepper actually hated this song because they felt like it undermined their rap credibility. Because it really, we talked about this. Like, is it a rap song? Like, is it pop? And we're kind of, well, it was popular on the radio. So, but it didn't really, I don't know, there wasn't much lyrical content to it. It was a fun, dance song. So they wanted to show off that they had, the chops, from a rhyme standpoint. So, yeah, but like I said, kids know it now. So
Yeah.
it is iconic.
It was on the Rolling Stones 500 greatest songs of all time. So, I mean, it definitely deserves a place in the top. But, you know, Heart.
All right.
That's all
Well,
I
there
got.
we go. Next up, we've got Listen to Your Heart by Roxette versus Total Eclipse of the Heart
Ooh.
by Bonnie Tyler. This is the Battle of the Hearts. How do you
That
feel?
doesn't include the band Heart.
That doesn't include the band Heart. I mean, you guys know I am a Bonnie Tyler fan. I'm holding out for a hero. But Total Eclipse of the Heart, I think that's what I'm going to go with. It was a great song. Yeah.
The video had ninjas.
Yeah.
Did the video have ninjas?
I had people doing flips and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And they were dressed in nondescript clothing. They looked like ninjas. Just go watch the video. It's
It was Chris Farley from Beverly Hills Ninja.
I mean, it's one of the best-selling singles of all time with over 6 million units sold. It's led to a ton of commercial success for her, including 2 Grammys, 2 AMAs, a Brit Award. She was named Best Recording Artist of the Great Britain Awards. So I'm going with the Total Eclipse of the Heart.
What do you think, Andy?
I am going to listen to my heart.
Ooh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
And obviously not the fans.
I do not give in to peer pressure. So sorry.
I gotta go with Total Eclipse of the Heart for this one. I don't know. Again, I listened to the Roxette song and it just didn't. It didn't. I don't think the word resonate is the word I'm looking for. This wasn't a song I was super familiar with, believe it or not, until we started putting the list together. I don't know, but you know, turn around. Everybody knows that song.
Seriously?
What?
Right now, just like talking about both these songs,
Yes.
all I'm playing in my head is Listen to Your Heart. And for you just to say that now, I was like, oh yeah, that's what that song sounds like. I'm not a super fan of Total Eclipse of the Heart. I don't know why. It's just something that doesn't connect with me. I understand its popularity with people, but it's just not a jam for me.
All right.
Total silence. I left you silent.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry I hurt your feelings.
Yeah. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's all right.
But yeah, I don't remember that. I don't remember that song very well.
It's because you're not taking enough time to listen to your heart.
I guess not. My it's cold as ice, like Foreigner. So I'm wondering if this kind of swayed me one way. So Listen to Your Heart was almost written as a joke. They wanted to see if they could write a song that was like a big, over the top American music style ballad. And they called the end result absurd. Like the word, like from the band's mouth, the writers of the song called the song absurd.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah. I mean, if you go back and listen to the song, it really does sound like an American ballad, just like turned up to 11.
Yeah, because they're actually a Swedish band. It was, a male vocalist and a female vocalist. So we kind of, if you had a female vocalist in there, you got thrown in there. This was the first Hot 100 #1 hit that was not available on vinyl. So it was only sold on a cassette single. The male vocalist, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. So sorry. So one funny thing was that he was at an airport in New York, and he was showing his passport at customs, and the officials asked, what he did. And he's like, oh, I'm a songwriter. And he's like, oh yeah, have you done anything I might heard of? And literally Listen to Your Heart was playing, and he's like, oh, actually I've done this one. So that's such a funny coincidence. Yeah.
And then they arrested him because they were like, yeah, right.
The name of the male on the duo is Pat Benatar.
I didn't even want to attempt to to say it because I would get it so wrong.
Well, Wikipedia
I don't wanna
has a little listen button, and so I just listened to it. It's Pat.
I meant to like look at something where they said the name, so I'd have it in my head, and I totally forgot to do it. So my apologies.
And I think it goes to say something that the song originally didn't chart until it was re-released a year after the original release in the US and Canada, and then it became popular. Then it charted.
Yeah, but that happens. Look at Family Guy. Family Guy got canceled right from the start, and then people are like, "What are you doing? This is a funny show." And they're like, "All right, put it back on." Here we are, 500 years later, and they're still putting on.
And now I wish it was gone.
One of my favorite shows, Jericho, got canceled twice. So
no one watches that. RJ, be quiet.
Of course they do. Who watches Jericho? Everybody should watch it. It's on Netflix. Check it out. Skeet Ulrich is in it.
Skeet Ulrich.
Moving on. We have Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper. I always forget he's in Scream. He's such a darling. But moving on. Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper versus Love is a Battlefield by Pat Benatar.
Oh, wow.
This is a tough one for you guys. For me, it's not, because Love is a Battlefield. Pat Benatar.
Well, then I'm right with you. Love is a Battlefield all the way.
Okay.
I feel like you thought I was going to go with Cyndi Lauper. What part of me makes you think I was going to go with Cyndi Lauper?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, because you were talking so much about Cyndi Lauper before, and
because Cyndi Lauper is a treasure.
Voice of an angel. She is. But yeah. Mike,
but Love is a Battlefield is like a war song of emotion.
I don't even have any. I don't have a rebuttal for that. I don't even know what to say.
Is that what you're going to go with too?
You know what? You guys went so fast. I actually didn't even have a chance to process it in my brain.
You're on the You Dad Me at Hello podcast, Mike.
I am, but I don't go into this with necessarily with predetermined decisions.
I don't go in with any thoughts at all.
I try not to think at all ever during the day ever.
All right. Well, I'm going to talk if no one else is.
Love is a Battlefield. It goes on.
Time After Time is a great song. It's actually, there is a cover of it by one of my favorite bands, Spoken. So check it out. It's super good. It's just not one of my favorite Cyndi Lauper songs. Again, True Colors is probably my favorite Cyndi Lauper song, but Time After Time is probably a close second. It is on a number of greatest pop song lists of all time. Rolling Stone, MTV, VH1, respectively, and NMEs as well. So it's up there for sure. It's also in an iconic scene in Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion as well. And so great song, but
great cover from a band called Gunship also.
Oh, I'll have to check that out.
They have an awesome cover of that song. Yeah.
Yeah. This song is on a lot of people's lists as some of the best, one of the best songs of all time. So we can talk about that, but I do want to talk about the video. So the Time After Time video was actually directed by Ed, I want to say Griles, maybe Grills. I don't know. Look it up.
He's not watching.
Who also did Eddie Murphy's Party All the Time, which I love that song.
He wants to party
but
all
also,
the time.
I love that song. But also did Land of a Thousand Dances. And you're saying, what the hell is Land of a Thousand Dances?
So this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, so this was a song that had Cyndi Lauper, Meatloaf, Rick Derringer in the video, and over 50 wrestlers from the WWF. This was from the wrestling album that I had on cassette tape that I would play all the time. And if you've never seen the music video, it is wild. So they're all these wrestlers are on stage in their full gimmicks. And each one of them has like a line, like Roddy Piper's in there, Don Morocco, Freddie Blassie, Jimmy Hart, basically in anybody who's who. It ends with Piper basically saying like, all right, let's stop. And then Paul Orndorff comes out of nowhere and like gives him like a double axe handle, or he misses and he hits Freddie Blassie with like something. And it's a hilarious video. Go out of your way and watch it. Look it up right now. Turn us off and watch that video.
No, don't listen to Andy, please.
I mean, RJ left. He's probably peeing. Oh, God, he's got a cat.
Oh, God.
It was his cat. He was so disinterested in what I had to say, he had to go grab his cat for support.
Keep my comments to myself.
I mean, I obviously had to pee because I have the bladder of a 75-year-old man at a
But
movie
yet you're
theater.
making fun of me. I take prescription.
That's true. I apologize. We're all old. We're all old.
Yeah.
I just ate those donuts, and I will be
Eating more
regretting that.
donuts.
And eating more donuts. Anyways, Love is a Battlefield. Pat Benatar. Moving on. We say goodbye to Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper. We're in the last of the top 8, guys. This is a hard one. And Courtney, by the way, it is Emily. Emily Gunn is her last name.
You got Emily and Emery.
The kids named it. I wanted to name it Emery.
I should get a cat named
the
Emery.
kids' name wanted to name it Emily, so they went with Emily.
My cat's name is Emery. You can't.
My cat.
My cat.
My cat.
Wait, what's your cat's name?
Emery.
Oh, nice. I have a friend who named their boy Emery. I wanted to name an actual child Emery, and I didn't get to.
And I know no one of anything that has to do with Emery besides you guys.
I feel like we've talked about Emery more than any of the 80s pop female superstars so far.
So
But
they definitely need to jump on him.
Yeah, they do.
Well, here we go. Manic Monday by the Bangles versus Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper.
I'm going to go with Girls Just Want to Have Fun on this one.
Ooh, okay. Manic Monday by the Bangles. It's just another Manic Monday, I feel.
Manic Monday.
Oh. And that's it.
I'm going with Girls
Oh, wait, before
fun.
you
No peer
multiple
pressure.
people are saying Manic Monday.
Girls just want to have fun. Girls just want to have fun. Sorry, Manic Monday, you're out. I wish it were Tuesday,
No.
or Sunday, or Friday, any other day besides Monday. Really, sorry.
If you didn't pick it, girls would not have fun.
That's right.
What?
I don't know.
Let's talk about Manic Monday since they lost.
Yeah, let's. It's a great song. Manic
they
Monday was
got,
also covered by Reliant K.
You got me apples.
It was written by Prince.
Was it?
It was.
Oh, I'm not sure I knew that.
It was written by Prince under his pseudonym Christopher, a character he would play in the movie Under the Cherry Moon, and was intended as a duet for the group Apollonia 6 in 1984, but the song was not released until 1986 when the Bangles recorded it.
Yeah. And speaking of Prince, I just saw a clip today that's going all over the internet. Is a old concert clip. So if you ever saw Dave Chappelle and Charlie Murphy talking about how Prince pretty much owned everybody in basketball, wearing his full gear, and then made everybody pancakes after. He's a legit baller. And at one of his concerts, somebody has footage where in the middle of him singing, grabs a basketball from one of his dancers, shoots the J, gets it in, and just goes back to dancing. So, this dude was awesome. Yeah, I don't really have anything else about Manic Monday, unfortunately. No. It was a song. It was popular.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that song. I don't know what it didn't even seem to fit the band even.
No,
stylistically, it's a good song. I don't dislike it, but I don't think it fit the Bangles, and you're going up against Girls Just Want to Have Fun. So,
all right,
I'm just a girl that wants to have fun.
Final four.
Well, we are in the final four. We're about to close it up here. We've got Alone by Heart. We have Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Tyler. We have Love is a Battlefield by Pat Benatar. And we have the one that's behind my logo, Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper. How do you guys feel about the top four? Heart, Bonnie Tyler, Pat Benatar, Cyndi Lauper. I think that's a really good.
I think it's a really good list.
Yeah, I don't hate any of these. I don't hate any of these songs.
All right. Well, here we go, guys. We're going to start with Alone by Heart versus Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Tyler. Anyone have an opinion right away?
Yeah. Again, unpopular opinion, but maybe I'm going with Alone on this one. I haven't really picked Alone too much here, but
good time to start the finals.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Total Eclipse of the Heart. Bonnie Tyler, I'm holding out for her because Holding Out for a Hero should have been on here. So I'm going to make up for it by doing Total Eclipse of the Heart. Turn around.
I am not. I'm going to choose Alone by Heart.
Oh.
Heart's just one of those bands that they're just like, they're so good. They paved the way for so many bands, being female fronted, female guitarists, strong vocals. Bonnie Tyler, I mean, it's a great song. But to me, it doesn't hold the same weight as Alone does. There's just something about having that powerful of a song, with that, not only as a female vocalist, but a female guitarist, which was super uncommon at the time. It's just a great song.
All right. Well, there it is. Alone by Heart is making it into the finals, and they will go up against Pat Benatar or Cyndi Lauper. But let's talk a little bit real quickly about Total Eclipse of the Heart. Any thoughts on Bonnie Tyler?
Yeah, I mean, the song has a lot of popularity when there's solar eclipses. So there's one in 2016. I don't know if that was the last one, but Spotify basically said that that song had a 75% increase after it. So it strikes a chord with a lot of people. When they hear the word eclipse, they think of that song. So
that's true.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is we should re-release this episode when there's an eclipse, because we talked about it and we'll get more listeners.
I will definitely be putting eclipse as a tag on the video.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yep. All right. Well, let's just finish this up. Love is a Battlefield by Pat Benatar versus Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper.
Oh, God.
What? That's not a good segue? That's not a good segue for you?
Not even a segue.
Let's just get this over with. Love is a Battlefield versus Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
RJ is just wanting to go to bed right now.
No.
Yeah. It's all those donuts. He's just quickly falling asleep.
Is your phone? Is someone texting you right now?
Uh-huh.
Oh, it doesn't. What? I just sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I didn't say it, man. I said,
Yeah.
That is not a donut.
Put the donut down. What is your donut and how does it taste?
I choose Love is a Battlefield.
Oh man.
I want donuts.
This is a tough one again. I'm gonna have to agree with you, RJ. I'm gonna go with Love Was a Battlefield.
I would have agreed with both of you as well. Sorry, everybody.
I feel like the song is, and I know we keep saying this, but I feel like the song is more substance. I'm not entirely sure what the message is for Love Is a Battlefield. But Girls Just Want to Have Fun is not something that I can really take to heart, because I'm not a girl and I don't like to have fun. So
in listening to Girls Just Want to Have Fun a lot, I've been listening to a lot of covers of it. My kids are super into Weird Al's Girls Just Want to Have Lunch, which we've been listening to a lot. I know how to keep a woman satisfied. When I whip out my diner's card, their eyes get so wide. They're always in the mood for something to munch. Oh, girls, they want to have lunch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lunch. That's what that song is about.
All right. Yeah. I was like, are we going to start talking about some things?
Hey, Weird Al is a pure soul. So, but anyways, Girls Just Want to Have Fun. It's just, I don't know. It's just a little too played out for me, and that's because it's good. But it's just not for me.
It's definitely overplayed. But super wildly popular. Just a fun song. Everybody knows it. And the music video is very iconic as well. I'm sure we're all going to talk about Captain Lou Albano.
Captain Lou Albano, yeah.
Cyndi Lauper was really a part of the revolution of 80s wrestling to mainstream, where it stopped being wrestling and started being more entertainment. And she was really a driver behind that because of how popular that she was, not only as a musical act, but just as a person. You know, she was a like the celebrity at that time. So for her to be intertwined in wrestling just elevated wrestling to a different stratosphere. You know, that whole rock and wrestling, thing. So, she actually appeared, alongside Wendy Richter. What? Wendy Richter. I said Wendy. Who's Wendy?
Wendy Richter.
Wendy Richter. Bim Bim Bagalow. WrestleMania and stuff like that. So, yeah.
So this was a cover too. The original song was by Robert Hazard.
I did see that.
As a demo, yeah.
So there actually, if you don't like Girls Just Want to Have Fun, or you're sick of hearing it in the same fashion, a Punk Goes album had a cover by The Maine, which they slowed it down. They sung it very, very differently. If you love the original, you'll hate theirs. But check it out, The Maine. Girls Just Want to Have Fun. It's a great cover, in my opinion.
So,
but
Timothy's asking if what's the third runner up here? If we do Total Eclipse of the Heart versus Girls Just Want to Have
Total
Fun.
Eclipse of the Heart.
Yeah, I think I would agree. Honestly,
right. I wouldn't, but
I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
Well, here we are. We're in the finals. This is it. Thank you for sticking with us this long. Talking about the 80s is a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. And the music is so much better than I thought it was going to be. I think based on this, you will probably find us revisiting the 80s quite often in the future with TV and music and theme songs and all that deal. So keep us in your subscriptions on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook and on Instagram. And also on Spotify. If you like us on Spotify, we'll get added into your list there for podcasts and such. So definitely be able to do that. That would be great for us. Also, if you can, feel free to react, and go on YouTube and comment on those as well. That allows us to kind of show up in more people's news feeds and stuff. But if you love this 80s episode, which this seems to be one of the more popular live episodes we've ever done, and so we will definitely revisit the 80s. We're here in the top two, Alone by Heart versus Love is a Battlefield by Pat Benatar.
I think we should talk about each before we make a decision.
All right.
Plaintiff, state your case.
All right. So let's talk about Love is a Battlefield first, just because I read right to left. So I Googled Love is a Battlefield. So I Googled Love is a Battlefield by Pat Benatar. And there's like questions that people ask, like the most common ones. The first question was, is love really a battlefield? No?
I mean,
okay, great. People are actually asking that. That's why I
thought you had an answer for your own question.
No. I do have
it can be. Yes.
I do have what is probably going to be my last drum machine fact. So this was made with the Lynn drum machine, which is one of the first units that used real drum samples instead of synthesized sounds. This drum machine was also used for Aha's Take on Me, Queen's Radio Gaga, Frankie Goes to Hollywood's Relax. So definitely one of the most popular drum machines that was used, especially in the 80s. And I mean, this song is still being used. It was in season 2 finale of Stranger Things. So it's still being pushed out there. What do you guys got to say about this song that you guys don't care about the question that I
so strap on your fact seatbelt, because this song is backed by like so much talent. First of all, so it was co-written by Holly Knight and Mike Chapman. Mike Chapman was in Blondie. He was in The Knack, and it was also Holly Knight and Mike Chapman also worked together on the Tina Turner hit "Better Be Good to Me." This song won them a Grammy for Best Award for Best Female Rock Performance. Holly Knight was in the band Spider with Anton Fig, who plays drums in the David Letterman band. He also played drums on Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
We gotta do a David Letterman top 10.
Yeah. Well, we could. So
old.
songs that Holly Knight has, and I'm not even going to go through the whole list. I'm just going to kind of give you
go
an
through every
idea.
single one. We got all night.
I mean, I guess I could if people want to watch me read off of a screen. I mean, if you got, I guess, comment that if you do. She's written songs for Ace Frehley, Aerosmith. She wrote the theme song for Angel, one of my favorites. Animotion, multiple songs for Tina Turner, John Waite. Oh man, Patti Smythe, Bon Jovi, Bonnie Tyler, Cheap Trick, Sean Colvin, the Divinals, Fifi Dobson, if people remember her from the 2000s, the Donnas, Elvira, Lita Ford, amazing guitarist, Hall & Oates.
All right, really don't read off the entire list, Mike.
Yeah, this isn't even the whole list. Like, I'm skipping some. She wrote songs for Heart. She wrote Overrated by Less Than Jake. She worked with Meatloaf, Aaron Neville, OTEP, Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah.
Get it, Mike. Right.
Yeah, Paul Stanley. She wrote the theme song for Still Standing. So like, if we're talking about like pure songwriting talent, I mean, that's pretty serious right there.
I forgot what song we're talking about currently. Which one is this?
Pat Benatar.
Okay, sorry, I'm with you. I'm with you. Yes, I agree with everything you just said, knowing what song we're speaking about now. Yeah, Love is a Battlefield is a great song. I hear it all the time. It's still played so much. It was also featured in American Idol when Carrie Underwood was in it. It was also featured on The Voice with CeeLo Green. And so it's kind of been a little bit of everywhere. It's a powerful song. I get the B-side is a karaoke classic, Hell Is for Children. Used to hear that all the time when I was doing karaoke bars and stuff. So Love is a Battlefield is a great song. Did you get to talk about Love is a Battlefield, Andy, or do we want to move on to Alone?
Yeah, you were paying attention clearly, so let's move
Yes,
on.
I was. Yeah. Alone by Heart. Here's my only critique of Alone. How do I get you alone? It's a great line, like, how do I get you alone? But that's like a lot of the song. Like, I just feel like there's a lot of repetition. Love is a Battlefield just seems a little bit more intricate. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but what do you guys think?
I don't know. Alone's a cover also. So there were two versions of the song before Heart even recorded their cover. One of those covers included John Stamos, if we're going to throw back to one of our last.
It was later recorded by them. Yeah.
For
in
the
CBS sitcom Dreams.
Yes.
Yeah. What is that? No idea.
Not a clue. Something that didn't succeed, obviously. And
Yeah,
then
like
Celine
John
Dion
Stamos.
recorded it, so I feel like I should take some points off of Alone for being associated with Celine Dion.
I mean, it was their biggest hit, at least in the U.S. And that's saying something because I mean we had 2 songs of theirs on here. We had 3 originally, and we chopped it down, chop down to 2. Yeah. But I kind of hear what RJ's saying too. Like when I think of the song, that's kind of all I really remember. Yeah.
All right. Well, now that you've brought John Stamos into the picture, his cover of Forever by the Beach Boys is amazing. And he sang it 3 different times on Full House, and it brings tears to my eyes.
And he played the drums in Kokomo in the music video.
I think he actually toured a little bit with the Beach Boys, if I'm not mistaken.
He did, yeah.
The Beach Boys has had about 506 members, and John Stamos is one of them. So
I was actually in the band one time too. I was on a beach and I just went, oh, and they were like, "You're in, buddy."
They just didn't know you were in the band.
Yeah.
Because there were so many.
I was actually screaming, "Help, I'm drowning." And they were just like, "You're in, you're in."
Well, a huge thank you to the fan base for hanging out this long. Again, we still have pretty
We're
much
not gonna pick a
everybody we
winner. We're
had
just gonna-
from the beginning. Yes, this is actually a cliffhanger. The winner is Weird Al Yankovic.
The winner is you.
We have Alone by Heart versus Love is a Battlefield by Pat Benatar. I will start it off. Love is a Battlefield by Pat Benatar is my choice.
Hmm. Are you pointing at me? Because on my screen, RJ is to your left, and he's already made his decision. Oh shoot. I don't know. I still like Alone. I still like Alone. Love is a Battlefield is a great song. Oh no, I'm in a different place.
I didn't know I could do this.
Oh my
word.
goodness.
Oh.
You are.
So wait, no. That way.
Yeah. No, I already made my pick though.
Different on my screen.
What was your
pick
pick? I
Alone?
was busy moving.
I picked Heart. I picked Heart because they're so
Oh
epic.
man, I got the
Yeah.
final say.
Oh wow.
You get it. Yeah. Well, you
Alone by
guys
Heart.
always put it on me, so
Battlefield.
it's about time someone else has to make the final
Just
decision.
gotta. Well, Andy, it's on your face. What are you gonna do?
All right,
He's got to finish the
Throwback.
episode.
That was a throwback.
I'm gonna go with.
Watch the
Do I
old
get like a
episode.
drum roll or anything? Nothing.
I don't have any cool.
Yeah, Mike's so good. He can make the drum
That's
sound.
actually kind of creepy. Are you doing that with your mouth? That's ridiculous.
I'm going with. Love is a Battlefield.
Yeah.
Oh, wah, wah, wah. All right. I don't have anything cool, but
No.
love is. Watch, you guys get to see me copy it and bring it on down to the winner. This is high tech stuff right here.
Did-
I
I want to know. Did anybody else pick this song as their favorite?
Yeah.
Next week's episode is going to be just a Q&A and a tutorial on how to copy and paste.
Yes.
If anyone wants.
Well,
to
what
join
stinks is I have a Mac computer with a Windows keyboard, so I can't press Control C and V. So I literally have to right click, which is not fun.
That's your fault.
But that's brought to you by PrintYourBackers.com. How do you guys feel about Love is a Battlefield by Pat Benatar? People who are watching live, feel free to comment. If you're watching later, please leave a comment on YouTube or just email your hatred to us. But Love is a Battlefield, top 80s pop female song of all time of the 80s. How do you guys feel about that?
I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
Yeah. Going into this, I was like, you know what? I had probably
Sorry, wrong thing. My bad. Go for it.
going into this, I probably had 2 or 3 songs. I was like, I think one of these could be would be my pick, and that was one of them. So I'm glad. It just, I don't know. Anytime I hear it, it just gets me. I'm super into it every time. Her voice is just fantastic. I never knew.
Thanks,
See, we already getting hate. It's all right. It's fine. Oh shit.
I understand if this is the last episode that everyone watches.
Just thank you for joining. I won't see you next week. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Yeah, listen. Put that song on. Everybody who's saying "nah, boo," put it on.
It says it's supposed to be Pat Benedict. Pat Benedict.
All right. What's some songs that didn't make the list that should have?
Oh gosh, this episode is 3 hours long, but let's talk about it. No, we do have a lot. There were so many good
Pick 3.
songs. We
Pick 3.
Oh,
We Are We by Warlock. The song's
What?
awesome. I think my mom's the only person that besides me that knows that song. That song is awesome.
Seasons Change by Expose. Come on. Bette Midler, Wind Beneath My Wings. Holding Out for a Hero, Bonnie Tyler. True Colors by Cyndi Lauper. We didn't even put Diana Ross in here with Endless Love.
Or Dolly Parton's 9 to 5.
No, I wouldn't have included that. No.
That's a good song, okay?
But yeah, I mean, I agree. Patti LaBelle, On My Own. There was so many. What else is there? Let the Music Play by Shannon.
That was a great song.
Eternal Flame by the Bangles. Why did we put that on there and not why is Walk Like an Egyptian on there?
That's one of my least favorite Bengal songs. And
What
I'm not
about
even
Cruel
there.
Summer?
Yeah, I think We're Alone Now by Tiffany.
That one
What's
was
Love
almost in.
Got
we
to
we
Do
just
It?
voted that one out at the end.
Yeah. So many good
A
ones.
big one, Rome by the B-52s. Fantastic song. Gloria Estefan, we left out. So many. Conga, Get on Your Feet. Toy Soldier.
Yeah,
I was a
that
Gloria Estefan fan of the 90s more than the 80s, but
sorry, no, this is
and
not
then
the best. I
I apologize, Patty.
a newer current favorite of mine, because I was like, oh my God, I can't believe how much I love this song, was Ain't Nobody by Rufus and Shaka Khan.
Ain't nobody.
Love it. That was I made an 80s mix, and that was the first song I put on there. I was like, man. But
Yeah. Well, hey, thank you guys for joining us. Yeah, a lot of people do, from what I'm seeing. Bananarama.
That's right.
Yeah, a lot of these songs. Yeah, a lot of these songs were on our original lists.
Yeah,
Blondie.
But as we were trying to whittle down to the final 16, because we had so many songs.
Easy.
Yeah, it was not easy to cut some of these songs. Like we spent, I think we had spent a couple hours that night really going back and forth, deciding what was going to stay, what was going to go. Yeah, that was our list. Those are all of our lists.
Actually, it continues to go down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So a ton. Belinda Carlisle was on there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Tina Turner. Kevin, thank you.
There's a lot of Joan Jett songs.
Yep. But anyways, hey, thank you so much for joining us. This was a really fun episode. It's got me listening to the 80s again. You can feel free. There'll be a link on our video when it releases to a couple of 80s mixtapes on Spotify. I know Andy made one specifically for the top 16. I have a top 80s mix of everything that I really liked. It's about 9.5 hours worth of music, so we'll probably throw that on there too. But thank you guys for joining us. And again, feel free to like, subscribe, follow, do whatever you need to do. Share the video, this video on your web page. What am I? On
Everyone
your GeoCities,
their own web page, on your live journal. Your MySpace.
But again, a huge thank you to everyone for joining us. We hope that you'll join us next time. Have a good one.
Bye.